I am petrified. Retro gaming YouTube channel Slope's Game Room is at risk of deletion. And it's all thanks to the Super Sega Saga. One such video recently highlighted the increasingly unhinged Super Sega Saga, and Iberson has been tracking recent developments with the aim of expanding his coverage of the platform, which has been branded a scam by many people. The Spanish creator was unhappy with my reporting and in retaliation sent a mass email trying to disprove me, and in the process of doing so, leaked my personal email address, phone number, and bank details. Hello fellow travelers and welcome to the Hard Light Network. Alrighty guys, so in today's video we have a little bit of an emergency situation as well as a little bit of a PSA. Retro gaming has become a lot more popular over the last decade, in part due to console gaming moving to online only as well as the controversy surrounding gaming licensing issues. Major developers are not doing a lot to ingratiate themselves with their fans, and as a result many people have gone back to the classics in order to continue enjoying gaming. Of course, these same developers are doing everything in their power to prevent people from simply playing older games. Everything except make better games, that is. Many of these companies are actively delisting classic titles in an attempt to cover up their legacy and push players towards newer titles. Because of this, retro gamers are a critical element of the games preservation movement, offering a window into the past. However, in today's video, we're going to see how one retro gamer's channel is at risk of deletion. But before we get into it guys, do me a solid and hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the content that I've got coming up for you guys in the future, and also take to the comment section down below to voice your support for our fellow gamer. Also, if you want to support this channel further, there are super thanks and memberships options down below. Feel free to join the channel today for access to exclusive content and perks that you can't get anywhere else. But without any further ado, let's get into today's article. Today's reading comes to us from TimeExtension.com and is entitled, I Am Petrified. Retro gaming YouTube channel Slope's Game Room is at risk of deletion. And it's all thanks to the Super Sega Saga. Longtime readers of this site will be aware that we're big fans of Slope's Game Room here at Time Extension. Run by Daniel Iberson, aka DJ Slope, the channel is a treasure trove of insightful videos and diligent reporting, with the latter often focusing on some of the less pleasant business practices which take place in our beloved industry. One such video recently highlighted the increasingly unhinged Super Sega Saga, and Iberson has been tracking recent developments with the aim of expanding his coverage of the platform, which has been branded a scam by many people. However, it would seem that Iberson's investigative journalism efforts have put his channel at risk of deletion. In a recent post on social media, Iberson says he joined a Super Sega WhatsApp group under a false name to keep abreast of the regular updates that would be given on the progress of the system. Quote, I have never communicated in this group or interacted in any way, he says. The group is almost entirely in Spanish, a language I cannot speak, so I very rarely logged in. On the 4th of March 2025, I exported the entire chat of several 1,000 messages, images, videos, stickers, and GIFs and uploaded them to my Google Drive in order for my Spanish translator to look and let me know if anything was worth reporting on. Unfortunately, hours later, he discovered that his entire Google account, YouTube, photos, Gmail, Drive, etc., was disabled due to harmful content. Iberson believes that it was the nature of the WhatsApp chat, which included, quote, several images of a hate speech nature that triggered Google's systems. Not only was I unaware of what was in this public WhatsApp group, but it was solely for investigative journalism. Iberson has been trying to get in touch with Google about resolving the issue, but hasn't heard anything back. Hence the public appeal for help. Quote, I understand why Google has taken steps it has and tried to resolve this without going public, he says. However, after almost a week of failing to communicate with anyone, I am forced to hopefully build up support on social media in order to speak with someone and hopefully get this fixed ASAP. Not only is YouTube my full-time job, but my Google Photos include 20 plus years of memories with me and my family that I am petrified of losing. A post from Daniel Iberson on X.com reads as follows, My YouTube channel is set for deletion. If you or anyone you know works at Google/YouTube, please get in contact at helpslopesgameroom@gmail.com. A more detailed series of events can be found in the video below this post. The graphic underneath also reads as follows: "Please help, Slopes Game Room will soon be deleted." On the 22nd of March 2025, I released a video on my channel titled The Super Sega Scandal. This video investigated a Spanish creator who claimed he could build a console that played every Sega game. The project turned out to be a major scam, and the video provides evidence of this. For the purposes of this investigation, I was in direct contact with the Spanish creator via WhatsApp, and even put a pre-order down for the system, which I eventually had to claim a chargeback for. The Spanish creator was unhappy with my reporting, and in retaliation sent a mass email trying to disprove me, and in the process of doing so, leaked my personal email address, phone number, and bank details. Because of this, I was forced to change my phone number. Since that video's release, the Super Sega team has set up a public WhatsApp group where they give updates on the system. I wanted to join this group myself, but after what had already happened, I did so with a pay-as-you-go SIM in an old phone. The rest of the graphic plays out like we just read in the article. And I just gotta say, what absolute peak scumbaggery that Daniel is dealing with here. He has spent years building this channel to make an honest living on YouTube, only to have it threatened by some low-tier con artist parasite. And not only has he gone after Daniel's financial well-being, but he's put him at some serious risk of physical danger by doxing him and leaking his personal information. And all of it because Slope exposed his crappy bootleg Sega emulator. This sort of behavior from this particular type of person is beyond vindictive. It's infuriating. Now, thankfully, we do have a little bit of an update, as Team YouTube did respond in the comment section underneath this post to Daniel. As of 5 hours ago at the time of recording this video, Team YouTube says, "Great news, your account is back up and running, your partner manager emailed you with details, feel free to reply to them directly if you have any questions." This was an incredibly close call, as Daniel exhausted almost all of his appeals before he finally got a response from Team YouTube. I think this story can serve as a cautionary tale, not just for other content creators in this niche, but everyone online. I think most of us know that the internet can be an incredibly dangerous and shady place, and we should all take precautions to protect our digital assets. Thankfully, this story had a positive outcome, but it very easily could have gone in the other direction. Slopes Game Room is a major contributor to the retro gaming scene here on YouTube, and losing his channel would have been a major blow to the community. I haven't had the chance to interact with him directly, but Slope is an amazing creator and has an excellent catalog of videos on his channel. If you haven't had a chance to see him or his channel yet, I highly recommend checking it out. The link is in the description. He's coming up on 200,000 subscribers, so if I could send a few of you guys his way, I'd love to support another content creator in the same niche. But that's going to do it for this video today, guys. Thank you so much to everybody who has watched up to this point. If you can, do me a solid and hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the content that I've got coming up for you guys in the future, and also take to the comment section down below with your thoughts on today's video. And not to be redundant, but please do go check out Slope's channel and help support him through this nerve-wracking experience. Even for smaller creators like me, the threat of losing your YouTube channel is a nightmare scenario, and I'm just glad to see that Slopes Game Room is going to live to game another day. But with that being said, I've got to get back to making my own videos, so as always, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like, and until next time, love you guys, safe travels.